as well with the helmet. And I think it's however these players, however this team feels, when they feel good and when they, what they're wearing and what they feel in it, they play good. And so I think that's kind of like how we're thinking. But I love all of our uniform combos that we've got. Hopefully that's not a big deal.
Back to Rob's question.
Yeah, just the sense of the clock. When you glance up, you're like, okay, well, we got this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just like you said, we practice those situations every single week, and we talk through those situations every single week. And I think the coaches did a really good job of letting us know that we didn't have to score. And I think credit to Coach Campbell of just taking the win and just kneeling it down and understanding that, get the win and get out of here.
What's made this team so good in late game situations the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think it's the culture that we have, the connectedness and the togetherness that we have as a team, and the confidence that we have in one another. I think it's what's been able to help us win games throughout the the past couple of years. And there's never a doubt in the game. Whenever we're down, whenever we're up, that we're not going to win. I think everybody has a sense of urgency that we're going to win this game and we're going to make the play, the big play that needs to be made. And I think that's why we're all together until the end. Until that the clock strikes zero.
When you're able to be aggressive in those situations from Mauser or Campbell, what does that do for your confidence and the offense's confidence?
Yeah, it definitely gives me confidence in knowing that they have the trust in me to go out there and make the big play, as well as our whole entire offense. I think the whole entire offense did a really good job today. Obviously, knowing that we do have new parts at receiver, a couple of changes at offensive line, and obviously our running backs are back and they played great today. So I think there's a collective group of us that know that we can play better than today, and know that we need to get to work come Saturday.
How hard was it to hold the ball in the first half there? Did it get better?
Yeah, obviously it did. With the rain coming down, it was pretty hard to keep good grip on it. But I think going into the game, we did a really good job of finding putting out plays that were short passes for me to get comfortable in the game, and obviously it did stop towards the end of it, and that made it a lot easier.
Rocco, did it feel like more than just a regular win? I know they're all count as one, but just the moment, the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, it's pretty cool the game that they put on here, and so it's definitely an experience to be here and play in this game. But for us, we're in the back of our minds, it's just another game. We just started with a rival. And I think for us, going on to this playing tomorrow, is to flush it, whatever happened, what happened, and to focus on South Dakota.
Caleb, what was it like for you to be back on the field for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, to come back into a stadium like this for your first ever game back was an unreal experience. Just being out in front of, I don't know how many people that holds, but it felt like it was 100,000 the way they were, screaming every third down. It was just a lot to take in coming out at first, but as we got into the game, kind of mellowed out a little bit, and it was just an awesome experience.
How were you guys able to have success against them on fourth down?
Man, that's what I was talking with Coach earlier about that. It seemed like they would keep driving it on us, but we just seemed to hold that, get that third down stop, get that fourth down stop when we needed to. I just think we play with a lot of grit. Coach Haycock hammers on that a lot, man. Like we got to get everyone in the football, every single play. Like it's just really his philosophy of how hard we're trying to play on defense.
Did you feel today the impact of having so much depth at linebacker?
I mean, if you were watching our substitutions, like we were sending new groups out there. Maybe every couple series. It was good to get a rest here and there. We had, I don't know if we played seven linebackers maybe today. I'm not really sure, but it sure seemed like that. And it's just awesome to have that many guys who can play and just keep coming in and bringing in fresh guys for different situations.
Rocco, how much of today felt similar to how many games you guys played and won almost exactly like this a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, knowing Iowa State, we're always going to be close games, one-score games. And honestly, I have to do a better job of not letting that happen because I want to win by more than that and not have, the defense pull up a bunch of stops for us to go down the field and keep scoring. So I think as an offense, like I said, we have to collectively get better and not be in these positions come further in the season.
Rocco, we know this year with the receivers, there's going to be a lot of guys getting looks and stuff. But today, was it something with Xavier and Chase, the transfers, that was maybe just a little off?
I think those two guys have a process, and the process has changed a little bit, just being in a new uniform, a new team, and obviously opening up the season in Ireland. So I have all the utmost trust in those guys that they're going to go out there and compete next week and get back in the film room. And honestly, I have to get with them more. That shows me that I have to do a better job with them and getting them prepared and getting us on the same page. And so those two guys will be back better than ever.
What about Dom and Brett has made them see the field and make big plays today?
Yeah, I think like you just said, you saw today what those two guys can do, and the grit and the hard work that they've been able to put in throughout the whole entire year with our two guys leaving and them being able to step up in the room is awesome to see. Those two guys deserve the world because, you guys don't see it, but behind the walls, those two guys put in, like I said, all of the work possible, and they have the utmost confidence in each one of those two guys. And so I'm excited to see those two guys the rest of the season, see what they're able to do.
We got time for one or two more.
Caleb, what does it say about your defense as a whole that of your 7 tackles with loss of 9 guys, have at least a half? You have the big one in the first half, talked about Cooper and Jamie there, but then Ike passed down 2 passes. Just, can you encapsulate kind of like the team effort that you guys have in all 3 segments?
Yeah, I mean, that was really good to see today. Guys are just playing fast and confident. That's really the number one rule. I mean, we got a defense that you need to know a lot, but I think at the forefront of that is really just knowing that you got to play fast and confident at all times. And it was good to see. Like, I'm looking at the stat sheet and like Marcus Neal, J-Mo, Carson Willick, like some young guys, and Carson just getting back. It's really good to see like them putting up so many tackles and just getting to the ball so many times. It's awesome.
Rocco, what changed in the run game in the second half?
Yeah, I think we got a little bit more into our, kills and check stuff like that, and I think it really helped us. Understanding what the defense was doing, the areas that I needed to look at to know which way to run the ball, and I think the O-line and the running backs did a really good job of executing those plays.